needed you to tell me that. So since you told me that, you really looked out. You really hooked it up for me. So since you hooked it up for me, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna really uproot a lot of the toxicity within me to be a better human being. No. You tell somebody that they source code is broken, and they're gonna look at you and say, who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to tell me that I need to change anything about me? You're not perfect. You're not perfect. They're gonna bounce the ball right back in your court. They're gonna deflect and they're gonna defend themselves. If they don't come up, start finessing, pushing back, it's not gonna be well received. So what I'm saying to you is that as women, we have to know the events that led to who and what they currently are. It's not necessarily that they're bad or good. I think that's rudimentary. Let's throw that shit out of the window. Bad or good, that's some kindergarten talk. Let the kindergartners talk. Let the feeble minds talk about that. Let the regular ass people talk about that. For those that are thinking beyond the surface, we're talking about personality disorders that have developed from needing to survive in the streets. We're talking about psychological disorders that have developed from having to live in a system of oppression. We're talking about things that are not an easy fix. Ain't no good coochie gonna fix it. No encouragement. And I know some of y'all don't believe this, but no amount of prayer gonna fix it either. You can petition the ancestors and go to the heavens and stuff like that. I would encourage you petition to do that outside of being in connection with them. So if you're in connection with them and every day you praying because you're enduring some suffering, then you're not doing it right. You pray and then you distance yourself and let time show you. Right? So you can petition the ancestors. You can, do your prayer, whatever your spirituality and your religious beliefs is, because I do believe that women have a special connection to nature. So obviously, we can make those requests and things can happen in the spirit. But but what I see a lot of women do is they still stick with the destructive partner. In the midst of their destruction, they're praying. Well, you're not really praying, you're desperate and you're begging. That's two different things, right? And then you putting your undue pressure on you. You're supposed to, put the energy out there and let it go. And then however it manifests, but sacrificing yourself, burn your cape. Burn your cape. You take them out of their natural habitat long enough. You don't give them proper education. And I don't mean indoctrination. You don't give them proper education. They become something as a result of that. And what we are seeing is that a majority of our men have become something as a result of that. And we thought we could save them, but we can't. That our people didn't write. I mean, it could be possible, but I think Tyler Perry has wrote enough struggle love movies. I think he damn near own BET right now. So I think Tyler Perry had put enough of the struggle love reality sector out in our reality. And he's a black man, I think. He's a man, right? Yeah. So I would definitely say that. And then look at our elders, people like Ayanna Van Zant and Shahrazad Ali. I am befuddled. They are knowledgeable, intelligent women, and they really literally sit up and look at the degeneracy in our men and say that we will not submit to their authority. I don't understand. What authority are we not? Where is the authority? I am befuddled, bewildered, lost.
Someone in the comment section said Queen Mammies, and I can't unhear it.
Man, I couldn't even believe. I thought Ayana Van Zant was smarter than that. She got dragged by her hotel, went back to him, got dragged again, and she still blamed herself for the demise of her relationship. One thing I'm gonna
Ain't no
tell
way.
women. Go ahead, Ruthie. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was singing. Ain't no way.
Had that type of mind frame for a long time. There is a documentary on PBS that came out like the middle 80s called The Breakdown of the Black Family. And in the interview, the interviewer was talking to this black guy who, out of his black man mouth, said, yes, I got a bunch of kids. No, I don't feel the need to take care of them because I know the government will. And when the interviewer asked him, well, so you don't feel the need to work? He said, work for what? Who am I supposed to be taking care of? She could go down to the county office and get assistance. So it's almost like every generation, they kind of cut and paste these new sayings that they want to give us. It's all like they sit around and go, okay, we got to take this piece out because they're going to get us on this one. So we got to match these two up over here. Like you said, with the marriage thing, black men went from, I don't want to get married because I don't need that white man's piece of paper to show that I love you, to now all of a sudden, you're not legitimate unless you're a married woman.
Yes.
And but yet you see them on here, they go back and forth, right? Like the single mother, she's horrible. Like she's we're the dirt beneath the shoes, we're the worst. But then when you have women who don't have kids who say, you know, I don't want to get married and I don't want to have kids, they're over there telling her she crazy too. So on one hand, as a single mother, I'm supposed to choose better. But then when a woman over here says that the best choice that I can make for me is to not have any children or get married, then she's problematic too. We're never going to win that. We're never going to win the arguments because they're always going to keep moving the goalposts to make them, the vanishing black family, to make themselves feel better. It's always got to fit their narrative. And I tell you, if they put more energy and effort into bettering themselves, going to therapy and putting in the work to be better men that they do with trying to repeat shit that don't make no sense, they might be better off.
Yeah.
You broke that down really well. I honestly, that is bizarre to me. That is bizarre to me. It's giving woman incel. It's giving woman incel. I literally thought that women could not be incels, but clearly that's giving some sort of woman incel kind of.
They can because they seek male validation. And speaking of what I'm seeing in my generation, they just love catering to men. They think that they're trying to be Beyonce to whatever that man's name is. I forget his name. I don't even know who Beyonce's married to, but I know he.
Are you serious?
I don't know that man.
Married to Simone
Simone
I keep
Biles.
forgetting his name. I'm so sorry. I know I'm supposed to
you
know
talking about
who he
Simone
is.
Biles? I thought you said Beyonce.
No, Beyonce. That's what
She
I'm
did.
talking
She's
about.
playing
Because
on the Simone Biles joke.
look how Beyonce got. Oh yeah, I remember his name now. Look how Beyonce got disrespected and embarrassed by Jay-Z in front of millions, not even millions, in front of the entire world, and she still took him back.
See, if I can say something on that, this is why a lot of people in the black community are mad at me, because I tell black women that if the guy is not competing with racist white men, he's just not worth you going to coffee. He's not worth Starbucks. He's not worth you. He's not even worth this app. I'm sorry. My standards are extremely high. So there are people who do not like me here. I am militant about getting black women out of Blackistan. Like, no, burning building here. I want you out of there. I don't want you dating anybody in Blackistan. I don't care who they are. I'm huge on this. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be with black men. I'm saying you shouldn't be with anybody in Blackistan. And some people will translate that as don't date a black man. That will translate that. And I don't care how they translate it. It's just, why would you want to be anywhere around anyone who's toxic? I don't care what color they are. If they are toxic, why are they getting any attention whatsoever from you? Is my question. You got all these people all over the world who will be there for you, who will vouch for you, and you don't even know it because you're not giving anyone else a chance. You're just spending all your time and energy with people just because they have your skin. All skin folks, kinfolk, honey. Just because they're your color don't mean they're your kind. And I've been trying to show people this. Crystal and Karis have been trying to help people with this. Kendall St. Charles, that's the name I was looking for, was trying to tell women, look,
Crystal and Carrison, she's the one that's the originator of the pink pill, right?
I love her. Yes, I loved her from the very start. And let me tell you something. I've been telling women, because those of us who travel know this. I've been a ballroom dancer for over 20 years. I spent a lot of time with European men. I've spent time with I've met all kinds of men. And I can tell you right now, the men who want Black American women the most are not Black men. They're not Latin. They're actually Asian and European men from Asia, from Europe. Okay. They want Black women the most. They marry Black women the most. And I'm telling you right now, nearly every Black woman I know who went to Eastern Europe, Central Europe, I'm talking about the Balkan nations, the Croatia, the Slovenia, the Hungary, Czech Republic, and the alike. Black women who go there, 90% of them are married already.
Now level.
And the other.
So what we gotta do is simply just leave y'all behind. Y'all are literally the baggage that's holding us back. Unfortunately, that's a hard pill to swallow, gentlemen, but you have to swallow it nonetheless. And it is what it is. For our survival, we have to separate from you and allow you to either succeed or perish at your own demise. With a Black woman, we're going to keep going forward into the future. That's all I got to say.
Okay, now T, before Jeff responds, I want to get some of the new people on the panel's responses. Chad, did you want to respond to that?
Yeah, I'll respond to Jeff's question regarding Black men oppressing Black women. Is that correct, Jeff? Was that your question? Like, it seems like you feel like it's equal oppression. Like, do you mind answering?
No.
Asking your question again. Just ask your question again.
All right, I'm explaining to you. I thought you asked me a question. I'm sorry.
Please ask your question again, and then I'll answer it. Because I just want to make sure I'm answering
I didn't have a question
exactly as you asked. The question that was asked, the question that Amanda answered, and the question that you posed beforehand. I just want to make sure that I'm answering it exactly as you ask it.
I'm not certain what question I'm thinking. I think you're thinking about a statement. I said
it's
that
about
men,
oppression.
yeah, black men don't. Go ahead.
No,
I think you said something.
Because it's your question. So I just want to make sure that when I'm answering it based on how you asked it.
Okay, I'm not getting a chance to. It wasn't a question. It was a statement. Black men are not in a
statement.
Black men are not in a position of power to suppress anyone.
Okay, and that is not correct. No, that is just not correct. Because men always have a position of power over women. And when you're in the same racial group, then the man will always have power over, the Black man will always have power over the woman. The problem is that these are actual scientific, factual things like sociology. These are sociological subjects. Sociology is a social science. These are facts. These are sciences. These are researched and proven things. And it seems as if we're entering conversations that are based in fact, but because people are not familiar with the subject matter, they're addressing a conversation that should be addressed in facts with how they feel. But that's the problem. The fact of the matter is that no matter what, Black men will always have power over Black women. Black men will always be able to oppress Black women because of male privilege. A woman's body isn't even hers. A woman can't even protect her own pussy from a man if he wants it bad enough. The only reason why a man did not get that is because he did not want it bad enough. Any man that wants it bad enough can take that from her. She can't even protect her own body from him. She can't even protect her daughter's body from him if he wants it bad enough. These are facts. A man will always have oppressive power over a woman. Our society is predicated in socioeconomic class, and then race, and then gender. When your race is the same, then you look at the gender between the two people, and the man will always have oppressive power over her. Always. And what was I just want to make sure, I don't really like ramble. I just want to just go on the bullet points that were addressed. And what was the other point that was addressed? Because that was the first one. And then there was something else too.
Are you asking me? Because I'll keep.
Yeah. There was another point that was just.
First, I want to respond to what you said. I have no disagreement with what you say, but we're talking about substrata and globally, right? We're talking about two different.
No, we're talking just in period. Black men will always have oppressive power over a woman because a man always has oppressive power over women. Always. Like I said, even when you look at it in its basic form, a woman can't even protect her own body from a man that wants it bad enough. Like, I mean, I don't know how much more simpler that can be. There's no way that we are not living in an equally oppressive world. It will always be harder for a woman. Always. Always. In every situation. Like, and that's not an opinion, that's a matter of fact.
There's nothing appropriate about what you said whatsoever.
That's a matter of fact. That's a scientific matter of fact. I have a degree in sociology. This is a sociological subject. And it seems as if
we're having a dialogue, why do you keep muting me?
I'm not muting you. I'm not muting. But what I'm saying is the problem is that we have a huge demographic, a huge chunk of men that are not being formally educated on these subjects. And they're entering adulthood unaware of this information. And they're going into these topics, and their understanding of the world is simply based on how they feel. But I was in class with a bunch of black women. I was in class with white people. I was not in class with a bunch of other black men in college. And it seems as if black men have missed this information. But certain things are not up for debate. And it seems like we debate things that are not debatable. It is not up for debate on a woman and a man will always have a prejudice. That's not up for debate. That is a matter of fact. We shouldn't even have to discuss that. We should be further beyond that because, we're having an adult conversation. We shouldn't have to, that's remedial subject matter. We should all have that understanding. We shouldn't even have to cover that.
He ran, babe.
Damn.
He kicked rocks like Flintstone up out of here.
Damn. He said, I can't take it no more. The hell with this.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest problem is you have groups of adults.
Beautifully done, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest problem. We have, whoever told black men that it was cool to not pay attention in school, that's the problem.
No.
Can we dub that the Chad effect from now on?
I'm just saying, whoever told, when you look at it from college all the way down, that's the problem. It's not
the mods.
I'm here. What's up? But I'm saying that's the problem.
No.
Too many people that are not formally educated. They're missing out, and it's kind of like a slap in the face because at the end of the day, our ancestors fought for the opportunity for you to sit side by side with one of theirs and learn the playbook exactly the way that they are learning it. And a lot of black men squander that opportunity. They literally don't pay attention in class. They think that school is a joke. Something that people fought and lost their lives for, something that people fought and lost their lives for a benefit that they wouldn't even receive. And black men today think that school is a joke and they don't pay attention. So then we get to adult world and you can tell who did not pay attention in class because they go throughout life and different subjects and conflicts and conflict resolution is all based on how they feel. But everything, you cannot be a man and move throughout this life based on how you feel. You were supposed to have knowledge. Certain things are just a matter of fact. Certain things are not up for debate. And we waste so much time debating facts with feelings. We shouldn't have to discuss that.
All right, Jeff, you can go ahead and retort, and then we're going to go to the next person who has not spoken. Oh, well, he fell off. Okay, Lilith's daughter, I think you, what, did you have anything you wanted to add or speak on the topic?
Lilith.
All right.
I hop in real quick because I'm actually at the drop. I love you, ladies. This is getting real hot and heavy, and I done
Yeah, go ahead, Millie.
I done opened my second can. I'm about ready to lay it down. So here's my thing, because I peeked from jump. I feel like he came in here very disingenuous, right? Because the reality is, if we're gonna sit here and say that black men and black women are on an equal playing field, then wouldn't it make more sense to go tell the men that? Go tell the men who are constantly trying to say that black women are beneath them that? Go tell the men who are constantly trying to say that, you know what I'm saying, well, you ain't nothing without a black man. Go tell them that we in the same boat. The same men who come on this app every day shaming wigs, weaves, and lashes, tell them that we're in the same boat. Don't come and tell us that shit. For what? That's what gets me, because you have too many, you refuse to acknowledge the God complex that a lot of these men have, that makes them feel like even though they want to sit there and systematically say that we're on the same train and we're in the same boat, they still want to have their foot on our necks. They still want to be able to tell you what it means to be a woman, what it means to be a good woman in this community. Want to tell you, people who have never had a coochie in their life have the audacity and the nerve to want to tell you what it's like to move throughout the world with one. Go tell them that we're in the same boat. Tell them to shut the fuck up, because we're in the same boat. So as much as you want to sit there and say, well, y'all not outpacing black men, we earn the same thing, thinking that's a flex, when the gap between men and women in other races, as in terms of wealth and in terms of economy, because of patriarchy, is a lot larger in other communities. White women and white men have a huge gap. Asian men and Asian women, huge gap. But we on the same boat. We on the same playing field. So it's interesting that y'all want to play their game when it's convenient for you. You want to be able to say that black women are beneath you when it's convenient for you. But when it's time to talk about the issues in the black community, all of a sudden everybody's fingers in the pot and we all on the same playing field. Miss me with that bullshit, because
Drop that shit, DJ OJ.
Follow my TikTok for more hard-hitting live streams and content.